So we got a newbie jumped in right on time. So for everybody that don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Coach KT. I'm the president and owner of the Texas Bad Boys youth football team. I'm part of the Arsenal. I'm part of Speed21. I connected with these two men. Can't say young men. I connected with these two men right here to try to create a new avenue and give these kids something to do outside of, the regular and the norm that they go through. We connected together to where we can have a program going all year round, fall, spring, and summer. So, that's basically what we do. You know what I'm saying? I started from the bottom just like they started from the bottom. When they started, Devin wanted me to help them, or he wanted me to come out and participate or whatever, and I helped them do whatever I could do to make sure it was a success. Anything I could have did. They did all the hard work. I just stepped in and did my part. So right now it's just something that we're just trying to make an empire and grow. You know what I mean? Because all three of us, we all in for the kids, and we want to see the kids be successful. And coming from the neighborhoods that we come from, we understand what they go through and how hard it is to be successful. And the normal thing that you see is negativity on the regular. So you got a team of guys that got that same vision, that been in that same lifestyle, and understand what it takes to get out of it. So that's basically why we connected. And we want to give these kids show them a broaden their horizons and show them something different. That's where the tournament team comes in, because the difference between what I do in the fall and what he does with the tournament team is, the fall is regular league play, where we got leagues, we got playoffs and all that. Tournament team is where you actually take these kids outside of their atmosphere where they at, their environment, take them to out of state, out of the city, and show them tournament football where they play 2 and 3 games in one day. They get to see the world, if not just Texas. You know what I'm saying? So, and it just opens their eyes to what they really can be and how far this thing can take them if they dedicate themselves to it. And league and fall football, I'm free, but it's also hard. It's harder to do tournament football than it is to do fall football, because in tournament football, you gotta pay every tournament you go to $1,200 just to play in the tournament. So the funds that you gotta, it costs a little more to do tournament football than it does to do fall football. So all us working together, we make it happen. It's not an easy thing, you know what I'm saying, but we dedicated to the success process, and we all understand that what we in this for, and it's for the kids. So we all give our all. It's like a second job to us, you know what I mean? So we just got our hearts in it, man, and we in it for the long haul. So that's how we connected. That's what our goal is. This is Speed21, Arsenal and Bad Boys. Speed21 is the camp. It's the training camp that basically gets all the kids ready for everything we do, from the Arsenal to the Bad Boys. He got the summer, he got the spring, I got the fall, and we just stay intertwined together through it all. And we go through the struggles together, we reap the benefits together. We won. We do it all. We work it out to where it's gonna be a success for everybody. And you know what I'm saying? As long as we keep that mind frame, and ain't nothing that can stop us. We started at the bottom. Right now, we midway to where we want to be. Not even midway. We probably like at a third of a 12th. We still got a long way to go, but we climbing, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Because we put our best foot forward through the struggle, through the strain, through whatever we go through. We understand that the ultimate goal is to be successful. And once we reach that success, because he had a successful season, he had a successful summer. And, our fall league was successful to me for what the goals that we set. We set a goal of getting all 4 of our teams in the playoffs. We got 3 of them in the playoffs. Of course, we lost to the San Antonio Outlaws, and they beat us. But that comes with that's the growing pain that comes with it. They've been an organization a whole lot longer, and we love competition. So we stay ready for whoever want to play. We just want to grow and get better. You know what I mean? So together, we just trying to grind and make it happen. You know what I mean? So that's me. I'm Coach KT, president of the Bad Boys.
So how long has I guess all three avenues been around, like the Arsenal, the Speed21, and the Bad Boys. How long have y'all been, I guess,
individually or together?
or individually? Because it's three separate ones, but I mean,
I've been here. This is my 5th season, so 5 years.
Okay.
But give or take, I played about 6 seasons all together because I played the spring season together.
This is my 3rd year with Speed21.
Last season was our first year, San Antonio Arsenal. It was a dream.
Yeah.
It was a dream in my garage.
hey,
Seeing that guy right here, you know, and the expectations that we set, man, we blew it out the water. We didn't set our bar too high. We just wanted to make it through, just get established. And but we ended up being successful, and we overcame many obstacles. You know, one of the things that we was talking about the difference between the two. Well, you know, as being a tournament team, we don't get concessions, we don't get debt. So a lot of our finances is us, and the kids, and the parents. Getting out there, fundraising. That's where a lot of it comes. And until you do it and you have to make these trips, you'll never know the work that goes into it. The planning, and it was days that we thought we wasn't gonna make it. But man, by the will and the hard work and us coming together, we made it happen. And for us not to be able to make those trips, that would have set us back and it would have hurt us as an organization. And because we wanted to be able to make every one we could, every tournament. Like I say, some of them was close. But that's one of the differences between that is that we have to go out there and we really have to fundraise and make those money. Sometimes we you get some sponsorship, you know, us being like I say, he had a free organization and I was just basically free because what we would do is we had an amount that we had a fee, but we would give you a way where you could fundraise where you wouldn't have to pay that fee. And even if you paid cash, we'd give you popcorn, which was one of our fundraisers. We sell gourmet popcorn. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. We'll give you that enough popcorn so you make that money back.
oh, okay.
So really it was free.
Yeah.
And all we was asking was for the uniform, just to pay for the uniform. So it would be time, if you had that's all we basically would ask for was time. You know, if you would just give us your time, then it was basically a free organization to play football.
Yeah.
You know, my thoughts is really, you know, and I understand organizations do things different. But I just don't think you should have to play football. You know, I mean, if you, the most cost that I see should have to be is the uniform. You know, and then at the end of the season, we give them the jersey. You know, we give them the jersey. So, you know, that's just my opinion. You know, people do it different, but I don't think we'll ever get to where we charging crazy. You know, some of those fees, they crazy.
I've heard.
You know, and I don't want this organization to never have to charge like that. Because some fans just can't afford it. But then you got that kid
that want to play.
That wants to play.
Yeah.
And he might be a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
You know, this is a kid that can go to college and be something. Use football to get into college and become a doctor. You know, anything. You know what I'm saying? But he's not able to do it because he has to pay this fee.
Yeah.
You know, so this kid, he's there, and that's some of the ones that get left behind. And I don't want the San Antonio Arsenal Speed21 Bad Boys ever to be able to where we need those kids, because you never know. You never know. And sometimes we have to sponsor them ourselves, you know, which I don't mind. If I can and I'm able, I do it. As long as he want to come, he want to play.
Yeah.
But that's what the San Antonio Arsenal do, and that's one of the differences between the tournament teams. funding. We have to get out there and get it.
Yeah.
And we try to get out there and reach out to sponsors. You know, in the community, oh man, the community is lovely. Like we sell barbecue plates.
Yeah.
We charge $7. You get it's a healthy plate. You know, and we charge a small fee for a nice plate, and the community comes out and support us. They come out and support us. They've been good to us. They've been good to us. So I want to thank the community for all the support they've given us in the past. And but we need more. I'm gonna be honest, we need more. And I don't think a lot of people really understand that yet. You know, they probably say, well, I can use concession money. You don't get that. Okay, we don't have one. So because our home games are playing, but we don't have home games.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
play out of town.
So concession money, that's money made from the concession stand?
Yes,
You sell during the game.
yes, you
Oh,
sell
okay,
during the
okay.
game, you sell
And that's
like-
usually for the home team usually gets that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're never home team. We always travel.
We all
Yeah.
we paying to be in the tournament. We be paying to get there. And our kids, how we do it, how we make sure we have all our kids that we leave on Friday. So our kids are with us from Friday to Sunday night when we get back in town. You know, so we gotta have them in hotels for
Yeah.
2 days. We gotta feed them the whole 3 days. You know, it's a whole lot into it that isn't really looked at if you're really not involved in it.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And
Because I definitely didn't know that. I never heard of a tournament team, let alone all the stuff behind the scenes that actually goes on, like the concession. I ain't never heard.
Experience, man. It's beautiful.
Last year, I guess I'm gonna say, last year it was only 3 tournament teams in San Antonio. It's about 8 now. You know, but and I wish all of the best, but just because you see other people doing things, you kind of might want to do your research. Cause this costs money.
Yeah.
Work.
It's a lot of money.
So y'all have
Every
a-
tournament, and we play at a minimum of 4 tournaments.
Like a year or
Season, we call it tournament season.
Okay.
Because some tournament teams get together and they'll do whatever they got to do and go play that one tournament and then they'll be done. Now we try to hit every tournament from February till like June.
They start like right.
They start in
January.
January. The first
Start
one that we
January.
normally go to is in January.
okay.
A lot of times we can't make that one because but we started a little earlier today. This season, from learning, growing, and trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I say, last season was our first season
Yeah.
doing this. We're doing the San Antonio Arsenal, and we just stepped out there. But we learned a lot this season, and hopefully, what we learned will enable us to to make those obstacles a little easier to climb as we go through our season.
Okay. So for I guess people that want to reach out and maybe donate or come out and help with a fundraiser, just to have bodies on the scene, like some people might not be able to help with the money, but they'll be able to give their time and their effort. So is it a specific location y'all usually have them, or y'all usually get together for that?
We have, the location we've been hitting up our fundraisers lately that's been real good for us is the Auto Zone on W. White Road.
Okay.
Our last 2 fundraisers there was awesome. Besides the last one, it rained on us or whatever, but that's normally where we have our fundraisers at. We try to pick different locations, but ever since we've been going to Auto Zone, Mr. Mitchell here has been wanting to go back to Auto Zone. So that's where we have our fundraisers when we do our cooking.
Okay. So, well, me personally, if y'all need like an extra body to come and like help, set up or whatever, just call me, text me or whatever, and be like, hey man, we're gonna be here at this time, and if I can make it, I'll be there, because I didn't know about it. I ain't never know about it, and I think the community really should get behind something like, if it's something that, if we can get together and go to put $30,000 in an artist's pocket for performing, and then he go to the next city and he never look back at San Antonio. We can do that for an organization trying to at least better the kids to grow up and be successful in their own path or whatever. Even if they don't even say get to college and be like, you know what, I don't even want to go to the NFL. I want to be a doctor or a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you said, that entry fee can hinder the kid. Like, he could be like, man, my mama came and get me into football. I'm just gonna just chalk it up. Because it's a lot of dudes that I went to school with at Sam should be in the league. They just didn't have that. I don't know why they didn't have that push, you know. And I kind of think it was just the way that we grew up, you know. And they didn't. I don't recall any organization like this, you know what I'm saying. And tournament teams. I think if we would have had that growing up, man, it would have been different. Now we would have been way further, because everybody I know, even if you didn't like football, you played football because that's what everybody was doing, and then you end up getting good at it. So, but
one thing I like about it also is that, you know, it takes them out of their norm, like I say, you know, from their environment that they normally into, and it puts them in another. And then when they're out of town, they get to interact with kids from other places.
Yeah.
They get to interact with parents, you know. It's a nice atmosphere, the tournament atmosphere. You know, and everybody get along for the most part. You know, it's always going to be those little challenges.
Yeah.
But when they're there, they get to see football that's played other places. Oh, it's kids just like us over here. You know, it's a good experience. And they, like I said, they're gone for 3 days. You know, we usually have a traditional pool party and our traditional barbecue on Saturday. We barbecue for all the parents. We don't ask for money. You know, that's something that we fund, and we barbecue for all the parents and all the kids while they're there. We have a big old barbecue. You know, and, they get that experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever they was going through or might have been going through at home, they can leave that behind. And they get to go out here, like you said, we'll play a couple of games a day, and they get to play for the championship that Sunday if they win. And they get rings, and that's another thing. They give all the kids rings. I like that. They get a ring. Yeah, they can say, whether, you know, first or second place. And like I said, we didn't even have a bunch of athletes. And that goes to show for the great coaching staff that we have, the staff that we put together that made these kids comfortable and made them where they can go out there and play their best on those days. Because like I said, we playing up to 3 games. Yeah. This and that weekend. You know, and it's a lot going into that. So I just, you know, I praise my staff constantly, you know, and I know, you know, it's just words, but I really appreciate the people I have that's on my staff. Yeah. And one thing about it, you know, everybody wants to volunteer, and that's fine, but everybody is not our San Antonio Arsenal staff. You understand? Because we look for people that's really about these kids. Yeah. And they have the same vision and the same passion that we have. You know, a lot of people want to come out here and they just want to coach and stuff like that. And they might not do things that fit our criteria. You know. So, like I said, these was hand chosen. And we lost some during the first season. They just didn't fit in. You know, but we have grown since then. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to watch where it started to where it's at now. And we constantly growing. You know, we just want to keep moving forward.
And to add on to what Coach Rich was saying, you know what I'm saying, one of the things that I see that's different between this team, this Arsenal team that we have going on, and other tournament teams is the fact that, you know, we don't turn nobody away. One of the main things that I noticed with a lot of these early tournament teams is they have tryouts. And they take kids from the best team and make an ultimate, a super team.
Golden State Warriors. Yeah.
Exactly. With us, we don't turn nobody away. You don't never have to even have played football before. And you can play on this team. We're gonna coach you. It's almost just like a fall team. You don't have to have these elite skills to play on this tournament team and get this experience. We're willing to take that time out and coach you up and give you the experience that you need to where you can elevate and take it to the next level. That's a big thing dealing with tournament teams. The tournament teams, or mega teams, man. You know what I'm saying? Most times when you go to these tournaments, you'll see a whole lot of teams with different helmets on and stuff like that because it's like an all-star team. This team is not like that. You know what I'm saying? We have athletes, but we coach up the kids that need that grooming, and we coach them up and we make them into the person that these other tournament teams want to come and recruit. You know what I'm saying? Other tournament teams, they don't do that. They'll have a tryout. They got so many people that they want, you don't make it, you don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna charge you 150, 200, 250 out the gate. You know what I'm saying? With us, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things. But you know, I don't hate on what other tournament teams do because some people have different expectations of what they trying to do during tournament season, and where they trying to go and what their goals are. You know what I'm saying? Our goals are specifically to give these kids something else to look forward to and broaden their horizons, like I said. Also to coach them up, give them that experience of playing football if they never played also, and get them ready for the upcoming season, which is the fall season. And it's a rotating cycle. So right when they're done with tournament season, they get this work and they get that experience of game time, experience and stuff. They go right to training with Speed21. So it doesn't stop. So by the time the fall season come around, they ready to go. And this is when they get their recognition from all these other teams that probably wouldn't even notice them or probably even wouldn't have gave them the chance.
Yeah.
Not knowing just 6 months ago, this kid was that kid that you wouldn't even thought twice about. But since over this 6 month period, we made him into that person that you're looking at now and you wanna come recruiting, you wanna give them the perks of being on your team. So that's one of the things about the Arsenal tournament team that separate them from other tournament teams. And we don't turn away nobody. You know, if you can't afford it, we're gonna help you find a way to afford it. As long as you got the motivation and you got the heart and the dedication to want to play football, you're gonna play football with this organization. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. That's one of the main things that separates us from other organizations, other tournament teams.
Okay.
So you know, I just had to put that out there.
Anybody else want to?
I kind of just want to speak up on just the experience part of it. You know, because I played semi-pro. I played semi-pro for 11 years. I sat at the table for two organizations that I played for 8 years coaching. Then I've been coaching youth for going on 5-6 years. You know, so
I've been coaching you 7 years.
Oh shoot,
about 7.5, 8 years.
I brought him in the coaching.
So long, yeah, I remember.
All right, yeah.
Greg Popovich.
That much football. I'm be honest with you, it's been that much football in my life. It's kind of hard to keep track of exactly how long. But you know, the thing that makes me personally different about it is yes, these are kids. Yes, these are kids. You know, when you go out and you see things, they put up like little snippets that they get offline of football players and all that. Man, I try to give our kids the NFL semi-pro experience. You know, and what I like about these tournament things, man, our kids, our team playing against a team from Canada, our very first tournament. These Eastside kids, we probably would have never even met nobody from Canada. But we played a team from Canada. And they respected our game so much they wanted to do a jersey swap with us, but since they came out of from Canada, the coach didn't have no more jerseys. You know, so we're gonna have an Arsenal jersey way in Canada. You know what I mean? And it's just the exposure of it, you know. And then we go out of town, we go to Smash Mouth. Shout out to my boy Aaron out in Corpus. You know, we go out to the Smash Mouth, man. That's a big deal. Football's a big deal out there, you know. And you go out there and the kids pull up, you know, they see all these fans, and all these different teams, all these different, you know, especially for a first year kid that has never played football, to show up with his stuff, and then it's just like, wow, you got to get a wristband to just go into the stadium. You know what I mean? It's not like showing up in fall. You just walk in, you know, the lady at the gate, you just walk on in. How you doing, man? You just walk on to the back, you know. Everything you do is a learning experience. And the thing of it is with these kids, I feel that's the part that's most important. You know what I'm saying? Like wins and losses, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like that playing semi-pro, but once I met him, he got me off wins and losses. Everything is development. Are they learning? Are they getting better? Are they getting faster? Are they getting stronger? Yeah, they showed up with a bad attitude, but how they attitude now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he hated doing homework, but is he doing homework now? You know, it's not that many organizations that actually check progress reports. You know what I'm saying? But that's the exposure we want to get them ready for, because at the end of the day, I sure wish I had someone like us that could just grab me and be like, hey boy, you're a $3 million man, but you got a $200 attitude. You know, it probably would have changed my life growing up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's all about the experience, letting these kids believe that it is much bigger than just San Antonio. It's much bigger than just, I guess, playing the local team. You know, some teams just love playing local teams so they can go to school and talk trash to them. You know what I mean? But, and this right here.
Hold that up.
When you get first year kids that get these, that's never played football in their life, that's the biggest achievement for us.
First year, first season.
AU won this one, spring break. Team won this one, Cinco de Mayo.
This is
first year.
Kids, not going out trying to get the best kids. This is coaching. Coaching kids that never played football before, putting the team together, and that's you want to tell them how you came up with the Arsenal. The Arsenal was like we take kids from different teams. All of them, we bring them together. And that's what makes the Arsenal.
And that's what made our name, the Arsenal.
That's what it is. You know, like I said, we didn't have it. That's how I know my staff is good. We coach kids that some of them never played before, and we really got it.
How many people are on the staff that y'all can number?
On the Arsenal staff, we had, at the last season, just like our first season, we had 21.
21.
We had 21 staff members.
And that was with nobody knowing about us. That was just everybody with the same goal, getting together, pushing towards the vision. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, especially for not having that exposure like how some other teams. Because I mean, everybody know the Outlaws, right? So, like for y'all to come in and do what y'all did without that exposure says a lot. It pretty much says that it's all up to, like, you can have all the flash and everything, but if the coaching ain't right, if everybody not on one accord, then it's not gonna work out anyway. No matter how good the kids play, you can have the all-star team, the all-Madden team, but if the coaching ain't right, the kids' attitudes is bad, nobody's pushing positivity into them, it's gonna all fall apart anyway. So the tryouts, that's crazy. I didn't know that though. I didn't know that you had to,
It's something that we created to keep a hand on these kids year round, so they can't stray off. You get football season after football season, they got the rest of the year to do whatever that you actually trying to keep it from doing when you're doing football. So with us, it's a year round thing. So we keep our hands on these kids, and we got them year round. And it's not just about football. And we do things outside of football, like field trips, different little things that we do to stay connected with the kids outside of football, because it's bigger than football. It's not all about sports. We're trying to build life skills that's going to help these kids in the future outside of football. Learning to work hard, learning to know that you have somewhere you got to be, and you need to be there because that's what you said you was going to do, and that's what you got to do. And this is something you got to know when you go grow up and get a job. You know what I mean? So it's bigger than just like we say, wins and losses in football and sports. We actually care about our kids, and our parents know it. That's why we have some dedicated look. We might not have as many parents as all these big organizations, but the parents we got, they love us and they dedicated to what we're doing because they see the work that we put in. You see what I'm saying? And they know that it's bigger than football. It's bigger than any sport, basketball, track, anything that we do. You know what I'm saying? They know that we actually have a sincere concern for these kids. And that, some of these parents are leaving with us, man, and they might not even call us because they know they ain't good head. You know what I mean? That's just the kind of bonding relationship we have with our parents. It ain't just, hey, you come pay your money, or you do this, and your son on the team. We don't care, he on the team, so you can't get your money back. No, we actually stay in contact with these parents. We let them know that, and this is throughout the year, even after football season. If he ain't doing something right, let me know. I'll come pick him up. We'll go on a little date where I can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is just, it has to be consistency when dealing with these kids. Because like I say, I had that person in my life when I was growing up. And then throughout the year, you know what I'm saying, when I did have that free time, I made bad choices. Then when I got older and then I didn't have that because I aged out. Now I don't have that avenue no more in the people in my life no more. So that's one thing that I'm trying to elevate to where we can take it to where we can carry these kids all the way until, 16, 17 years old. Because at 12, that's when they really start to smell themselves and start to want to do things that they normally wouldn't do as younger kids. So, 12, 13, whatever it may be. So, the goal that I set forward is I want to be able to deal with these kids all the way through high school and keep that hand on them so we can make sure that they do make it to college. Because youth sports is exactly what it is. It's youth sports. After they're not a youth no more and they're not 12 and 13, you kind of lose contact with them and they lose track of what the goal really was that you set out for them when you were building them up to be 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So, that's one thing that we're working on, we're trying to get together, but that's basically what it's all about. It's all about the success of these kids, not the success of the organization. Because we successful just putting it together and doing what we're doing. Now we're just trying to be great. We already had success. We're trying to be great. You know what I mean? So that's mainly what it's all about with me and the people that I connect with. We want to see longevity in these kids, man. When it really counts, when they 14, 15, 16, and they can't be told nothing. We want to be able to see our work pay off to where, oh, okay, this kid had a choice to do this, but he made this choice because we was in his life.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to tell him to make that choice. He just learned that over the years. So, that's one of the big things, the reason why I do this and why I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy working with people like these two guys right here. So, that's another thing that separates us from, the regular organization. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like that.
So, if anybody, well, first of all, anything that y'all want to announce, like upcoming events, anything that we should know about as far as like your organization goes, like fundraisers or anything like that coming up?
We do have a registration coming up on this Wednesday, next Wednesday, the 28th. We're going to be at the Boys and Girls Club on Martin Luther King Drive. We're going to be there about 5:30 until the Boys and Girls Club close. Us going out and sitting out at the Boys and Girls Club has been really helpful to us. We catch those parents coming in and getting kids, we catch them coming out. So that's what we're going to be at on the 28th. Okay. So if anybody wants to come out and have any questions or concern, you're more than welcome to come out then. Also, we're going to have our first camp with Speed21 on December the 1st. And that camp is going to be held at the Copernicus on Lloyd Road. The address is 5003 Lloyd Road off Devil White Road. At the camp also, while they're doing their camp, we're going to be doing a registration also. So if people missed us on Wednesday, they're more than welcome to come out on that Saturday and register kids up for the camp or for the tournament team.
Nice. I love Boys and Girls Club, my old stomping ground. And Copernicus.
Shout out to Kevin Shannon, man. Thank you for everything.
One thing I want to go back and say is that neither one of these guys never mentioned, yes, this was our first year doing this tournament team, but we got invited to one tournament, and it really hurt us that we could not make that tournament, and that was to go to Las Vegas.
Ooh.
We had the opportunity to take our kids to Las Vegas for a tournament. I think Devin received an email, but we got excited. But what held us back is funds. We just couldn't get enough participation and enough money saved up in time to make that particular trip there. I mean, what half of them kids would have felt like going to Vegas.
I know what I felt like. Yeah, I was about to say, I know what I felt like when I went.
But
I was like,
yeah, I know we had that golden opportunity, but it got shot down. But if we can make it happen this year, we're gonna try to make it happen.
If it come up again, man, I'ma do everything in my power to make sure that y'all go, cause I want to go and just get the kids expressions of this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you imagine what it would do for the kids to take them to Vegas? Can you? I mean, it's unreal. And they go play football there too. Even if they don't win, just the experience.
Just the experience.
That's the big thing with Coach Devin touched on, Coach Steve, Coach KT touched on, is the experience of the whole thing. That's what it's all about. that experience. And that's what we love to give them, that experience. And anybody have anything else? I know time.
Yeah, so before I let y'all go, is there anything else y'all want to say? Go ahead and last minute information y'all want to get out there, shout outs, whatever y'all want.
The camp, December the 1st. It's open to anybody. It's a free camp. All you gotta do is show up. Any organization, any coaches want to be involved, in anything. Just inbox us. You go on our Facebook fan page, message us there. We have the email contact for the if anybody doing the online registration. You know, anything. You have any questions, anything. You know, the thing about people is, you know, hearsay really isn't enough. You know, they kind of really wanna. They want to see it for themselves, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I wish days are behind us, you know, because we did what people thought couldn't happen. You know, we went against what they said couldn't be done, you know, and within 2 months we was up and rolling in our first tournament, you know, and that took teamwork.
Yeah.
You know, that took, like, we was around each other so much, I'm telling you, like, the banquet, I cried. I cried at the banquet.
You're supposed to, man.
I cried at my first tournament in Corpus. When we won this, it wasn't even about the win. Cause my team played the championship that day too, and we lost. And I cried. As soon as it was time for us, we started walking back to them vans. It was a success in my heart.
Yeah.
The kids, you were just seeing them at the end of the year, we were sad that we lost, you know what I mean? But it's just the whole experience of it, the whole outlook of it. And every tournament after that, it's the kids that got us invited to Las Vegas.
I just want to say this. He cried at the same time. I cried when they hiked the ball for the first time. That's when I knew we here.
Yeah.
When I seen them with the uniforms on, they blew the whistle and they hiked that ball for the first time. That was my time right there. That was my time. That's how serious I take this. You know, this whole process. We're not done yet. We got a long way to go. And I feel I got the right people in place to make it happen.
People still telling me that you ain't gonna make it, stop it. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate the people who be dedicated.